G'day everyone, welcome back to another editing session. It's been a while since I've done one of these last, but yeah, it was Vivid Sydney last night and got some new photographs to do, so I might as well just go ahead and start doing another editing session and just go through some of these photographs from last night. And if you just saw as well on the channel, the Vivid Sydney video of 2018 I put up as well, and that's going quite well again. But yeah, it was a good night. Very crowded, much more crowded than the last 2 years, but I got everything that I really wanted to do, especially with the video and some of the photographs. But at least this year, I'll probably go in more times, because last year I only went in the first night. I was planning to go in more, but I just got too busy with other things at the time. But let's go ahead and import some of these photos. I've already had some already in the catalog, and a few more. A few from the catalog that I posted, because I posted one of the thumbnails for the video last night as well. And again, I'm not going to go through every single one, but so these ones were just testing out exposure. So it's been a long time since I've actually photographed. So some of them are the tests of checking exposures, checking light, and just checking focus. Because I still got my Canon 6D, the first one, not the second. And eventually, yeah, I will get a new camera now. Well, and that's the thing, that I haven't been photographing as much lately, so what's the point of getting a new one? But eventually, yeah, there'll be a time where I'll be getting a new one. Quite soon in the future, I reckon. I do plan on going out and taking more stuff now, especially with Vivid, and going out to more nights as well. So yeah, I was just checking the ISOs, f-stops, and the shutter speeds as well. So going through, and also the focus, because I noticed, and I don't know why, at the start it was very blurred. It wasn't focus, it was just it was very motion blur. It was like camera shake, and I didn't understand that, because my tripod is very steady. The Manfrotto 2, let's have a look, hang on. 290 joule. I always keep forgetting it. Anyway. So I'm not going to be here for too long. I was just going to go and show and probably just edit a couple of these. And when I mean edits, it's mainly just retouching. I don't do too much editing. I like just touch up the photos, especially just with cropping or saturation, bring out some more colors, or make some more clarity, make it more clear, contrast, and all that. And checking to see if it's clear and straight, and adjusting it. Alright, and it's funny, sometimes I get bogged down with some photos as well, so gotta just keep going with some of these as well. See here, it's that's ISO 400, but that looks very, well, not too grainy. I thought that was quite grainy at first. It's quite nice. Alright, something just popped up for a sec, sorry. Okay, so what was I doing? Yes, this one here. And yeah, so I started doing the video first, and just doing a little bit more of some clips, and I'm not going to go through the video. You'll see it on the channel and the description, or wherever you see it. I'm pretty sure it'll be up there somewhere. And even last year's is still going pretty well on the view spot as well, which again surprises me. So this year I didn't mind the opera house effect. I think it was a little better than last year. And just some of the, what would you say, the lights, the animation, light show, pretty much, you could say. I thought, yeah, some of them were better than last year. And then you got the Museum of Contemporary Art, which I actually thought last year's was much better. If I got it here. Yes. I thought last year was much better on the Museum of Contemporary Art. Like the effects were much more better. You can see the people here in this one. They put up fences this year, and which, well, I understand crowd control, but geez, it made it more hard, I think, to get around. So that's why there's some people in the shots in this one. And of course, by that, it was very crowded as well, because again, it was much more crowded than I was expecting the first night. Last 2 years, it wasn't as crowded than last night. Last night was very, very busy. It is the 10th year of Vivid as well, so maybe a lot more people will decide to come in. So it's, Cadman's Cottage was good too. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I thought the effects on this one was actually... So this is Cadman's Cottage. An old, very old building in the rocks, Circular Quay area as well. Yeah, so I really liked these ones. A couple of these as well. Another thing with probably having to update the camera, well, this is not exactly the camera, it's probably the lens, is that the low light is like it doesn't focus now. It doesn't automatically focus at all. I have to do it all manual, and it's very hard sometimes to guess the clear points of the photos exactly. See, I'm just going through some photos that I really like more than others, so I don't get bogged down in every single one. So go back to the Opera House. It was one of these I really liked. This one probably. Yeah, this one and this one. So what was that? 5,000 at 120. See, yeah, because some of the animations were all like continuously moving, and sometimes that doesn't exactly work with how you want it to look, because it will get with the slow shutter, that movement, it gets blurred out. So this one was what, 140 at 8,000. Four. Then there was others like yeah, this one was nice. Yeah, this one's nice too. This one with the bird, actually, that one's pretty good. The crop's fine too. Where was the ones I already... Oh, this is... Hang on. So if I go to... Does it have it? Oh no, it doesn't have it in the order. So where is it? Okay. So a couple of my favorites already were actually up here. So this one I've already gone through and done some more contrast in the highlights, up in the shadows just a little bit. I also brighten the reflections in here on the water. Just brighten it up just in there, just to bring it out a lot more. And then yeah, I guess the wing butterfly effect, that was a really nice one. I think that was my favorite of the night. That one, that was really nice. So there's a couple of those as well. So I'll put it in there. It's funny, you see stars in the background and I think, should I take those out or not? I'll leave it in for now. And again, I might just brighten the water, reflection of the water lights as well. Here. Just saturate that a little bit as well, bring out the color. Make some contrast, dim the highlights just a little bit. Shadows and the clarity a bit. Color temperature seems fine. Like, that's the thing I did at the start as well, was I want to keep it at an exact color temperature. I don't want to keep fiddling around with the temperature, so I think that's the right amount temperature as well. What was that? 5,000. Oh, See, not too much there. So just going through some others now. I actually took a lot of this, which was surprising. I didn't know I took this many of just this one effect, I mean. So yeah, these are just some of the other Opera House effects that, like, again, I think the overall effects on the Opera House were much better this year. But then some other parts of Vivid I thought were not as good as other previous years, like the Museum of Contemporary Art I already said. Customs House, which I will bring up if I took any photos, I did. Because this area was just completely packed with people and I just could not take photos, so I just had to hold it on the tripod. And yeah, this wasn't up last year. I don't know why they didn't have this lit up last year, but they did this year. And it was themed as well. Oh god, I can't remember what it was. It was 100th years something of two characters, I think. And I don't think it needs too much. Oh yeah, I'll bring out some more green. So this is Customs House, as you can see, another old building in Sydney. You might crop that in to there. Bit too much crop, but yeah, that's about right. That's what I wanted. And Customs House, I thought, because it's been up previous years as well, but last year it wasn't. But I think previous years as well, the illuminations were, I think, a real much better. Like Customs House always had a story, but I think the story in the other two, like the actual effects, were much better previous years as well. But this one was good. The bridge in the Opera House just popping up in there. Just trying to crop heads out as well in the photo. That's what I mean. Like there was just too many people. Too many people around Circular Quay and the Rocks area last night. Ah, there we are. 100th birthday, Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie. And yeah, these are more shots of the bridge and around the harbour as well. So yeah, I'll be doing this for, like with these videos, I just like to do just a little bit of video, something different, and just showing some photos off and just showing the process of retouching, editing. And also show off the event, because the event itself is, I think, a really good event. It's a free event, like you can just go around the city and just check out all these cool effects. Where was I with this? Yes. Okay. I'm trying to find like a really good one to just touch on at the moment, but like again, most of these were kind of handheld. We'll go into the Botanic Gardens now. So this was another area lit up. So this is in the gardens, and yeah, just all the people. So I was actually holding the camera well above my head, just trying to take a good shot here. I think there was a good one somewhere. Like these aren't too bad, but not exactly the greatest. I think where was it? One of these? Yeah, I liked this one. Like the blue tinge, just a little bit of blue. Just gotta bring up the brightness just a little bit as well, I think. Yeah, this one here was probably the best because it doesn't really show off the people as much. It just shows off the effects and the light and the opera house in the background. So I'll put in. So that's like a silvery color. Could I go a little blue though? Do you want a blue or silver? Because I think it was a silver effect, but just go. I don't know. Might have a little blue, more of a blue tinge to it. Also, maybe crop it to there, so I can just get that out, make it like that. But I don't know. I don't mind that in the corner though. Like I think that would be like a distraction and crop that out, but I don't mind that. So there's more illuminations in the gardens. I think there was a couple of two more good ones I think in here. Yeah, it was this one, I think, yeah. So this kind of brings up all of the lights, I guess. Can just bring that out. Quite cool. Dim the highlights just a little bit, and the shadows just a little bit, because it's actually cool seeing the stars, all the stars in the back too, and having all these lights beaming up in the air. Bring out the red as well. I think there was a lot of red in the grass here, actually. It's much brighter in the front area here. Again, that's quite blurry. Was there another one? There was. Is that clearer? It's a little clearer. I don't really know what was going on with my tripod last night. It's very steady, but there were just some times where I could easily tell it was camera shake. And yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe there was no really any wind. It was being as steady as I could. It's just weird sometimes that happens and it gets really frustrating, and you can't really notice it on the viewing it on the small screen, and you can tell on the big screen that it's camera shake, and it's just so frustrating. See, this one looks much clearer. Oh, it's still a little. I still don't think that's 100% clear. Okay. And last ones in the gardens here. It was a nice little misty, because this was on the water, it's like a nice little misty feel to it. It's quite nice too. But again, this was taken above like all the people, because there's people all in this area below me here. It was crazy. So I couldn't actually see exactly what was going on. Just crazy, but yeah, those are some of the photographs. I'm gonna continue going on with this, but yeah, I might do a part 2 because I don't like going too long for these in video terms as well. So might do a part 2 to see how it goes. But yeah, that's it for now. And yeah, if you're in Sydney, in Australia, go check out Vivid Sydney. Try and go on not a busy day, which is going to be really hard to predict, but I would suggest not going the weekends, obviously. But yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.